Go on summoner for now. Pitrig, hello? Quest sync. Pitrig is eyeing your empty hand. Oh, you're the Crystal Exarch's guest, aren't you? Quick, take this. Wait. Aha, got you. What do you mean? Quick, take this. You toss something at me? Now I just need you to do this brief survey for me. Quick, take this. Aha, I got you. You're holding the survey questionnaire now. It will only take a few moments of your time. Speak to the people on that list and then return here and tell me your thoughts on the current state of the Crystarium. Your cooperation is appreciated. We just got tricked into being like, all right, go. Getting an update on the people in the city. Yeah, this is what you were talking. Yeah, this is what you're saying about side quests and that how they'll sync to you now or whatever. So you don't have to worry anymore about being like, hey, you're level 60 and you accepted this quest. Yeah, you can accept it, but you can't hand it in until you're level 61. God damn you. Yeah, except to you can accept the quest, you can do the quest at level 60, but no, you can't hand it in until you're 61. Quest will think synced between level 70 to 80. Nice. Alright, Bilfor? Bilfor is looking for someone with time on their hands. You there. You look as if you could use something to occupy yourself. I received this flyer soliciting help at the Spagirics, but I'm far too busy with my own duties to contribute. It seems a shame to not at least pass it on, though. They do good work there. Vital work. So the Spagirics being the infirmary. If you're interested in offering your assistance, you'll find Spagirics just southwest of here. Fehan should be more than willing to explain the specific tasks that volunteering would entail. Alright, and then here's the first person we have to talk to on our survey list. Good day, madam. What brings you here? How are things? Ah, survey is it? In that case, I shall gladly tell you of our facility. Here in the ballistics, we store and maintain the weaponry used in defense of the Crystarium. Before you see our pride and joy, the crystal cannons. Oh, cannons. Thought they were more like ballistae. Cannons as well, okay. These truly inspiring pieces of artillery unleash blasts of pure ether drawn from the crystal itself. Wow. The destructive power they boast will even obliterate most sin eaters, if you can believe it. It's slightly unfortunate that they're so difficult to aim. I'll admit, but that's nothing that the addition of a few more cannons can't solve. You know, they're difficult to aim, but we have enough cannons it won't matter. Because it'll just be a wall of blasts. Just try to dodge a dozen different blasts coming in your general direction, you creepy bastards. That's the idea anyway. I suppose I should let you get on with touring the other facilities, but if you have any more questions, you know where to find me. Yeah, when in doubt, add more cannons. At least Thancred, Y'shtola, and your energy were sent through the rift in peaceful settings, yeah. There is at least that. You know, didn't have to worry about their bodies having to be evacuated from a battlefield. Encumbered Amaro Tamer, hello. Roped into one of Pitrik's surveys, were you? I'll try to keep this brief then, for both of our sakes. And anyway, you're likely already aware that Amaro are vital in the distribution of and transport of goods, fleet and hardy as they are. They can't transport as much in one go as a chocobo-drawn carriage, of course, but the time saved by the ability to fly more than makes up for that. There's no faster way to get something to the settlements and fortifications in Lakeland than by Amaro, that's for certain. You stand now in the primary area of loading goods for transport, and as you can see, the launch platform extends behind me. If you want the Amaro to carry you, rather than a parcel, that can be arranged here as well, and you only speak to tamers at the counter. In fact, if you've not yet had an opportunity to ride Amaro, I wholeheartedly recommend that you do so, well, here. It's more comfortable than it looks, owing to the softness of their coats. Take that as my parting advice to you. Alright, thank you. If you're considering taking my advice to try riding Amaro, you should visit the counter by the launch platform. The trainers will be happy to assist you. Okay. And over here we have Astute Artisan. Oh my god, lass, be careful. Look at that drop. And for my next trick, a handstand. Or is this, or a lad? Either or. Be careful, Jesus Christ. Where is this person's parents? Child. Oh, so it's for bracers, okay. The astute artisan is openly staring. Openly. Pardon me for staring. I couldn't help but notice that you have the posture of one who has trained in martial techniques. Indeed. Might I beg your assistance with a small matter? A friend of mine has recently joined the Guard, you see. I was hoping to put my skills to work in crafting her armor more durable than the standard issue fare, but she's already been stationed out in Lakeland. I have her measurements, of course, but I find myself unsure of which parts of the garment will need to be reinforced and which will need to hang a bit more loosely for mobility's sake. Would you be willing to demonstrate a few common stances for me? Sure. Is this an emote thing? Okay, it is. Thank you. In that case, could you begin by showing me your usual battle stance? Alright, / battle stance. As you can see, book. I may need to add a bit more give around the shoulders. Would you mind throwing a few punches as well, as if you were boxing? Boxing. / box. No, / box, not boxing. Okay. Wachow. Melee combat. I see, the entire torso needs to be able to twist, and the knuckle portion of the gloves could likely use a bit more padding. I believe I understand what alterations to make. You've been a great help, thank you. I must say that what you're wearing seems quite finely made, but if ever you do find yourself in need of new equipment, come to find me. I would be happy to offer you a reduced rate on my custom work. And no problem, lass. Alright, what is our current bracer level here? Hold on. And then, okay, yeah, we'll take this. There we go. Update. Alright. I know Lise isn't a Scion anymore due to other responsibilities, but does she not have the echo? She didn't seem affected by the Exarch spell. Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't an echo related thing. Like the other Scions don't have the echo. The Exarch said specifically that when he tried to summon us, instead he accidentally gripped onto those whose fates are most closely bound to ours. So, because, you know, like, we say the Scions got yoinked, but neither Tataru, who is a Scion, or Kryel, who is also officially part of the A-Team Scions, they didn't hear any of it as well. So I basically, even though like Lise was formerly a Scion, I guess like by going her own way here, her fate is no longer closely bound to ours, and therefore she didn't get it as well. Oh, that's in the infirmary. Okay. And what's this? Erlath. Cool hat. Oh, the moment sinner. You're not from around here, are you? A fellow wandering soul. An eternal inhabitant of the road? I thought so. Alas, the name? My aspiration is to travel the whole wide world. It's a fair bit smaller than it used to be. So as far as dreams go, it's a lot more realistic than you might think. But danger still lurks in every corner, around every bend. Even so, this sinner's got nerves of steel. He's a born explorer, our lad. There's no land too distant or place too forbidden eye. But what is that I spy poking out in your pack? A log, if I'm not mistaken. No, this is a sightseeing log, man. Give it over, would you? Ah, I thought so. A record of fantastic vistas and unforgettable sights. We're kindred spirits. A marrow of a feather. Excellent, excellent. 'Tis only right that I share with you such wondrous experiences as you have with me. A collection of amazing vistas I catalog myself, and I guarantee will rival the best you have ever seen. Norvrand may be a shadow of its former glory, but there's still joy and excitement to be found if you know where to look, my friend. So I implore you, look, look, look. Follow in my footsteps, savor every moment of the journey, and then, when you feel you have discovered every secret the realm has to offer, start again. I promise you won't be disappointed. Alright, sightseeing log expanded. Shadowbringers entries have now been added to your sightseeing log. Use your wits and the notes provided by Alisaie to identify these stunning sights, a proper way to appreciate them. Okay. Just imagining what Lise would be like in this place. She'd probably punch the exarch herself, maybe. Maybe. Maybe initially upon being summoned. Ah, yeah, Lise. She's been relegated to country leader now, so we'll only see her occasionally like we do with the other leaders. Alright, here we go, the infirmary. Alright, yeah, we were told to talk to Fei Han. Hello, we hear you need assistance. You don't appear to have any gaping wounds. Are you here for a tincture, perhaps? If so, I'm afraid it will take some time to prepare. Oh, hold on a second. Just in case there's healer-specific dialogue here, because this is a healing place. I want to help. I rolled a bit of parchment containing a plea for volunteers to assist in menial tasks at the Spagers. Oh, menial tasks. Of course they would do it for anything, but if there is a specific healer thing, there probably won't be. It's a side quest, but whatever. You come to answer our plea for help. Oh, thank goodness. We don't have nearly enough manpower to keep up with the demands for poultices and restoratives at present, and I constantly feel as if I'm mere moments away from losing my wits from the stress of it. In fact, are you available to start right away? I'm in urgent need of someone who might go to the Hortorium for more Dawn Fatale cuttings and nectar. If you are unsure of what those look like, never fear. Linia will direct you to the correct plant. Thank God. Okay, anything else to say, lad? Dawn Fatales are large, glowing herbs. Though I realize that applies to many of the plants growing in the Hortorium. You really ought to ask Lineal to show you. Okay. Alright, back on Summoner. Okay, we'll pick out, okay, we'll pick up this one all the way out here, and then we'll loop back around to all the things we need to talk to, all the people we need to talk to over this way. Up there they are. Darlfort. Hello. It's behind a counter, but like nothing else here. Alright, pour one out. We're getting purple carrot juice. Okay. Darlfort seems troubled. Good morrow, madam. I'm terribly sorry to ask this of a patron, but could you perchance find it in time to make a delivery for me? Just yesterday you see a customer, not a regular, I believe he's visiting from outside the Crystarium, came asking after a particular strong spirit that we're known to serve. At the time, we had just run out, but I offered that a supplier would have more ready today. He told me that would be fine, but that he would require to be delivered to his lodgings. He then paid me quite a handsome sum in advance for consuming more than half a dozen pints of ale in short order and wandering off. The whole experience was incredibly odd. I do, of course, fully intend to provide him with the alcohol that he paid for, but I also cannot help but be concerned by his behavior. It seems to me that someone ought to check in on him. Alas, between brewing and serving the customers, I can't seem to find time to slip away. Could I impose upon you to deliver the liquor in my stead and inquire as to whether the man is quite well? Eldith should have the alcohol in question ready at Musica Universalis, and as for our eccentric patron, you will find him at the catenaries, assuming he gave me the correct information. Anything else to say? By his conduct, I cannot help but wonder. Oh no, best not to speculate. Okay. Alright, let's pick up this alcohol then and deliver it. Just like a little thing there to like the waterways underneath. Okay. Alright, Edith, hello. Here on behalf of Dalford, I have the liquor right here. You'll be delivering this to a customer at the canneries, right? In that case, you'll do well to speak with the manager there. He's a helpful sort. Should make sure it gets the right person. Thank you. Anything else to say? Tell Dalford I appreciate the business as always. I'll have a hard drink bartender. You know, riff travel. Nah. Alright. Katani's manager. Hello. We're looking for a specific person. I don't know if we were given a description. How might I be of service? Ah, I see. The guest is somewhat indisposed, I'm afraid to say, but I will ensure the liquor is delivered into his hands if you'll entrust it to me. Yeah, but like, is he okay? This alcohol is so strong that even catching a whiff of it causes a brief dizzy spell. Jesus. As to his condition, it does seem to be rather severe. His cries echoed through the corridors late into the evening. Judging by what I've glimpsed, I fear that it is a mere matter of time ere he turns. But you need not concern yourself with that. Rest assured that we have matters well in hand here. Here? Okay. I will see to it that the alcohol reaches the intended recipient with all haste. Alright, well that's concerning. Alright, Delforth, we deliver it. We didn't get to see the guy though, but the manager dude said something foreboding. A matter of time before he turns, you say? I suppose that does explain it. It's hardly a wonder that he turned to drink, I'm sure you would agree. In the throes of such agony and despair, what is a man to do? I know not if it will bring him solace in the end, but nevertheless I thank you for making the delivery. just going into this and doing the side quests here, first off, we would have absolutely no context for what these people mean right now. Alright, let me get over here. We're gonna use the aetheryte crystal to teleport. We'll go to... So we gotta talk to this person. We'll go to the Temenus Rickery. Okay, there we go. This is the guy, one of the guys we need to speak to. Hello! Oh, the Imaro. We saw that. I didn't see them before. When they jump up, they got 2 sets of wings. That's cool. This is Temenos Rickery, where we breed, raise, and train beasts of burden. You might have noticed that the... See, there we go. See? 2 sets. Cool. You might have noticed that the staff is primarily Zun. That is because, as a formerly nomadic tribe, the Zun developed the majority of the techniques for Amaro husbandry that are still in practice today. And many of us are trained in them from an early age. I personally pride myself not only on knowledge of my trade, but also the ability to impart it to others. It is much easier to learn something than to teach it, but unless each of us makes the effort to do both, all our ancestors strove for will someday be lost in time. Oh, he's also got a quest. A dirty trick. Sazel Guan Liu looks at you, and you look at him, and he looks at you, and you look at him. You should probably ask what he wants. Yo, punk, you staring? That you have come here and gaze at me with such bright and eager eyes. It can only mean one thing. You. You, madam, you are an aspiring breeder. I know it. No, no, no. We're just curious about Amaro. No need to be embarrassed. It is perfectly natural to take an interest in the mating habits of livestock, but those secrets are not for the uninitiated, I'm afraid. You only just start with the basics, and that means cleaning the stables. Just gonna send us clean the stables, alright. Come now, you cannot balk at getting your hands dirty if you are to be a proper livestock breeder. And this other thing, I hope that you too will learn much about what we do in the Crystarium, that you might someday share it. Okay. Well, looks like we've just been tasked with cleaning the area. Yeah, they always hit you with the side quests as soon as you get to a new area. Oh, this is nice. Unsavory slime. And then sullied straw. Alright. That's the spirit. Now take this pungent sack. It's for... Pungent sack, okay. It's for Astral over in Sweet Sieve. Astral was saying that they use the dung from the rookery here as fertilizer. The wings flutter? Oh, with the jump. That's swanky. Nice touch, nice touch. We're like cleaning up Amaro poop. Listen. Sometimes that's just how it be. We help out even with the small things. Hello there. Has I never told you that you smell of fertilizer? That's because we have fertilizer, lass. A stinking bag that you unfortunately know from experience is filled with some manner of manure. Unfortunately, we know from experience. That explains that then. Thank you. With such a rich fertilizer as this, we'd never be able... Without such rich fertilizer as this, we'd never be able to grow the quality of vegetables that we do. I usually provide Sizzle Guan Liu with produce in return. Would you mind taking it to him? Hopefully the bag isn't too heavy. It's full of root vegetables and the like for the animals, and they do eat quite a bit. I hope you don't feel too put upon by my asking you to deliver the vegetables for me. Though I'd wager that you're mainly relieved it's not more done. Yeah, there's at least that. Yeah, this is how we gain the trust of the locals. Yeah, exactly. They're just like, oh, there she goes. Very helpful, kind individual. You're back. Why do you say you're back? Exclamation mark, question mark. Feed vegetables, an exceedingly heavy sack filled with assorted leafy greens and root vegetables suitable for consumption by Amh Araeng and chocobos. And you bought me vegetables. My, you are helplessly industrious, aren't you? Yep, helplessly so. At this point, I should probably confess that I never actually mistook you for an aspiring breeder. I was joking. But to my complete shock, you did what I asked. So then I thought to myself, surely she'll catch on if I try to hand over a little sack of shite, but... Listen. I've had worse requests. The point is, I got carried away. I apologize. Please take this as payment for your efforts. Thank you. Listen, man, you asked me to do things, I'm gonna do them. I mean, I'm helplessly industrious, apparently. Shortcut. Alright, Lineal. Oh, a new assistant of the Spagirics, are you? And what can I help you with today? I'm looking for a specific herb. Dawn Fatales. Naturally, those are brightly colored, brush-like plants that you see. I recommend you take a cutting from the tallest one. We've been quite successful in encouraging their growth of late, so you needn't worry about taking what you require. As for the nectar, you'll need to ask one of the researchers at the Cauldron for that. It's a bit too difficult for an amateur to extract. Since it seems that it's your first time encountering them, it may interest you to hear that the Dawn Fatale is one of the few plants that have survived from the time before the flood. Then they were kept solely for their beauty, which I agree is quite remarkable. In time since the flood, however, we have experimented with various cultivars to intensify their healing properties, and they are now used in a variety of medicines. Cool. I hope that gives you a bit of appreciation for the sort of work done here. Though I apologize for the discretion. Maybe a lot of very useful plants were just wiped out in the flood because they only grew in specific regions, and now they're just all right, time to try to make do and try to cultivate, different variants of the plants that we got. Though I apologize for the digression, I'm sure you'll be wanting to get back to the Spagirics as soon as possible. Nah, it's okay, I love the lore. Alright, this is the Cauldron, quote-unquote. High magic, look at that. Got a glowing crystal in the center there, mixing by itself. Alright, alchemy. From Spagirics, are you? One moment, please. This is a crucial moment for observing the results of this experiment. Okay. I'll step back if you're concentrating. There appears to be very little difference in how these fertilizer components interact. It's a delicate balance, so perhaps our measurements were off, but we should also consider whether it's the temperature that causes the problem. Well. Fatal nectar, was it? Here you are. Have care that you put it to good use. Yep. And then here's the Dawn Fatale itself. This very tall, glowing one. Very cool, very cool. Alright, and then we got a couple people to talk to in the library, including another quest out there. And we can hand this back in the Spejurix. Back at the infirmary. Alright, you. Amh Araeng, hello. Amh Araeng has need of one with your particular qualifications. Pardon me, might you be the Crystal Exarch's esteemed guest? Word spreads fast, yes. I'd like to borrow your expertise if you have a moment to spare. There's a boy, you see, who frequents the cabinet regularly. Like so many of his peers, he has never experienced the world outside the Crystarium, and so he comes here to catch glimpses of it in pages of time-worn books. I'm certain that what he truly desires is to learn of the living, breathing world, however. The world as it is today, through the eyes of one who has seen it. Might you share experience with him? Okay. I believe you'll find him just up the stairs. This boy will like to be full of questions. Brace yourself. Okay. We've been nearly nowhere, but okay. Hey, kid. A little, aura, or whatever they call themselves here, lad. You're from far away? Then, can you tell me what the world outside is like, pretty please? We know as much as you, kid. But okay. Oh, then, can you tell me about the animals? There are a lot, right? Father says they're all dangerous, though. Is that true? Most are only dangerous if you make them mad. They're all dangerous and scary. Or ... We'll say most are only dangerous if you make them mad. They're not all dangerous and scary. Really? Oh. What about what it looks like? Does the whole world look like Lakeland? Pretty much. Trees, dirt, whatever. Some of it's more different than you could ever imagine. Definitely the second line. There's lots of difference. Listen, you see in one place with trees and dirt, you're seeing them all. I mean, you got a shrub there, that might as well be a tree. Snow, whatever, that's basically white dirt. Alright, some of it is more different than you could ever imagine. Oh, I think I understand. Then what about traveling? Mother says it's not worth it. There's nothing to see out there and it's dangerous, but I want to go on adventures. What do you think? It can be dangerous, but it's always worthwhile. Your mother's right, there's no point to it. This place is... Okay, this place is extra particularly dangerous. But it is worthwhile. It can be very dangerous, though. I'm gonna put this out there. Incredibly dangerous. But should we say ... Nah. We gotta encourage the exploratory use. But should we just say ... Because we're like, listen. Mom wants to say what the mom wants to say. That's fine. No, we'll say it can be dangerous, but it's always worthwhile. Let me. What did he exactly say? Mother says it's not worth it. There's nothing to see out there. It can be dangerous, but it's always worthwhile. In some capacity. To expand your horizon. I see. I'm sure now. I want to see the world. I'm going to study and practice martial arts. And then when I'm strong and clever, I'll go on an adventure. do so, but you have to make sure you're strong before you do that. And go with company, friends, buddy system. Thank you for letting me ask questions, and please tell Aunt the Barrett that I'm going home. I have a lot of work to do, and I wonder if Father will let me practice with his axe. Alright, also Chantil, we're here to talk to you. Oh, can I assist you in locating a particular volume? Pitrig sent you to learn of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Very well, I shall endeavor to grant you insights into its purpose. The many books that surround you have been collected from every corner of Norvrand. Tomes of philosophy, history, art, but also fairy tales and personal memoirs. Any written work, regardless of its level of sophistication or monetary value, is a significant, if small, portion of a collective knowledge, and that knowledge as a whole is what the cabinet contains. Of course, there are others far more versed in the depths and breadth of the collection than I. Have you spoken with Morin? I have. He seems like a charming lad. Excellent. Well, if ever you are interested in perusing tomes pertaining to a particular subject, either here or I would be more than happy to assist you. And for our part, we would welcome the addition of any volumes that you may happen upon during your travels. Of course. The cabinet may seem vast, but our collection must keep growing. There were once as many books in the world as stars in the sky, and someday there shall be again. If we cannot recover what is lost, we will rewrite it. Indeed, awesome. Keep up the good work, lass. Alright, Aunt the Bear, we spoke with the youngling. Yes, I saw him dash past, eyes twinkling. I do believe in the magic of the written word. How could I not? But it's not quite the same as meeting someone who has been there, who herself is part of the wider world. Yeah, the stories are nice, but you know, there's also like the first-hand experience as well. Or in this case, second-hand experience. Second-hand direct experience. I've never ventured far from the Crystarium myself, you see, so I know the wonder and fascination that comes from hearing the fireside tales of travelers. You have my personal gratitude for sharing a bit of that with our young friend today. Alright. Now we gotta go talk to Pitrig, since we've spoken with everyone. Oh, hold on. Back to the Ethernet thing, and then we gotta go to the infirmary. And then that'll be it for this this round of side quests here at the Crystarium. Alright, Pitrig. You've returned, so tell me, how do you find the Crystarium this far? Beautiful place, my lad. I'm impressed by the various facilities it houses. I think its people are remarkably conscientious. I'm neither satisfied nor dissatisfied. Wow, that last line. I mean, I think the people are remarkably conscientious. That's one good thing, yeah. People can be remarkably conscientious wherever you go. I'll say I'm impressed by the various facilities his house is. There is a lot of different facilities. As am I. They're the fruit of many years of laborious effort on the part of the citizenry. Here in the Crystarium, everyone contributes to the bettering of the city. One of my own roles, by the by, is to conduct research for the Settlement Council. We want our work to reflect community values and address outstanding areas of need, and the opinions of those who are newly come to the city are always valuable in that respect. Oh, I see. We were also part of the survey. On behalf of the council, I thank you for taking the time to respond, and I assure you that your personal information will be kept strictly confidential. What personal information? You wrote personal information on this survey? Alright, and lastly, back to the infirmary. Alright, Feihan, we're back. We have the herbs that you require. Welcome back. Doubly so if you have what we need. Dawn Faytail Nectar. Gently glowing nectar that has a sweet, alluring aroma, but is far too rare and difficult to harvest to ever consider drinking. Seriously, don't even think about it. And next, Dawn Faytail Cutting. A small portion of the Faytail, a plant rendered medicinal through the miracle of science. Fuck yeah. Perfect. I'm sure we will be putting this to use right away. The patients haven't stopped coming, that's for certain. Our work can be grueling, I admit, but it is for that reason that many who arrive with a mind to join our ranks find themselves quitting soon after. Thus are we so perpetually wanting for personnel. It's work worth doing, though, and I was glad to have your help with it today. Thank you. No problem. Would be happy to help again. All right. Now we go back to the main question. Do the round of side questing here. Let's go on to Scholar for this. That way we'll keep gaining XP for Scholar Summoner. Since we're already like level 76 on White Mage. Well, I guess we could keep going on White Mage. Eh, fuck it. Max level for Shadowbringers was level 80, so we still got 4 levels before max level. Alright, let's use the Ethernet shard here then. Whoops. Okay, tune the Amaro launch. Alright, Cassard. If you've come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Nope, we're here with a introduction. A wax-sealed envelope addressed to Cassard. Oh, a friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Amh Araeng, are ya? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so we can leave right away. Assuming you have everything you need? I do, let's go. All set? Then off to the unforgiving sands we go. You can now travel to Amh Araeng. Speak with the Amaro Tamer to fly to the desert. You can also use your Ether Compass to assist with locating ether currents in the new regions. The Ether Compass can be found under Collections in the duty section of the main menu, yes. I'm aware of the Ether Compass.
Amh Araeng. From this parched earth, the nation of Amh Araeng once rose.
Amh Araeng.
When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Amh Araeng meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Listen to this music, it's beautiful. City's sort of like been tilted on the side. Is that because of the light? Alright, Cassard. Oof, no matter how many times I come here, the heat never fails to catch me off guard. Don't be surprised when the temperature drops at night at Classic Desert. Though the sky is still bright, of course, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Okay, so the sun does go away. There's still like the planetary turning thing. Now the Exarch's letter said I had to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alisaie friend of yours is staying. That's a fair old distance, so I propose we make a stop at Mordsuk to break up the trek, allowing me to tend to some business and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sounds good? Good. Alright, you lot. I'm off, and I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Thumbs up nod. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. Right, hired guards are heading to Mordsuk. It's the place with the big tower on the other side of the ravine. And watch out for gigantenders, which I assume is what that is. It's like cactuars, but it's just like more cactus. Yeah, so we're gonna go. We're on our way to try to find Alisaie. He's apparently out here. Runic. All right, yeah, these are the gigantenders. Like cactuars, but make it more. And then desert armadillo. Look at these little guys. Oh my god, they're so cute. Just like a giant ass, like morning star of a tail, though. Oh no, looks like the animation. They like it's not actually. These are stones that they grab with their tail. That makes it the morning star. It's not actually part of their anatomy. Fascinating. I love them. Alright, Cassard, here on this bridge is there. Oh, hello, ether current. Okay, it's a bridge over just, I guess, this chasm. And so let's check. Okay, yes, alright. Just making sure they didn't. Yeah, so we got Queston, we got the exploratory ether currents. All right. Okay, Cassal. Stop here a moment. This is your first day of visit to Amh Araeng, is it not? It is. Before you cross the river of sand, that's what that shit is? Okay. You need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. Or turn around in this way, the city that's like toppled to the side here. What am I feasting my eyes on? Admire the view. Go on, take a look. We're not moving until you appreciate the majesty of that edifice. Okay, they said edifice, so this? Hey, that edifice we just came out of. I mean, it's very nice. It seems to be a little off kilter right here. They built them big, didn't they? That's Cassar Shal, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Amh Araeng. Siam was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once one of the Norvrant's mightiest nations. Not anymore though, eh? At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Amh Araeng's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyway. Some stubborn few still clung on. Half the land's consumed by light. No, not many choose to come here these days. Not with everything in ruins. Even the hulking great fortress has become little more than an Amaro roost for me and my caravan. Not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mordsuk. Let's press on, shall we? Is it the one with the windmills over there? It seems fairly enough inhabited. Oh, they got an aetheryte. This is nice. Nice music. Sandy zone. Is the bones of a giant creature there? Giant, like, crystalline wall. Up, change of music. Is nice, alright, Casal? What gentle, peaceful music. It's nice. Here we are, Mordsuk. By the blessed shadow, I love this town. Casard stands at the entrance of Mordsuk, an eager smile on his face. Mordsuk, not just full of Mord. What the fuck is Mord? But Humes and all manners of others, too. It has been, it's long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Mord before? They might look like shifty little. Oh, thank God, he's an average not to know Mord. Okay, they might look like shifty little blighters, but are a more welcoming lot than you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay a visit to Master Gengen. I'll go in ahead and let him know you arrived. Okay, so this race. Okay, so I think Mord might be them. We know them as kobolds. They're usually like the ones that in like Gamoro, like the Gingen. Hello.
Greetings. Buy something and help me feed my son. He has grown big and strong and is eating me out of house and home.
Emotional blackmail. Trying to be like, it's for my son. Buying supplies at the right price is a simple enough task. Transporting the damn things, on the other hand, is a different matter entirely. Oh, we got an Amro keep here. Alright, but also first, eat the Ratatounin, eat the Ratatounin. Alright, he's down to the area over this way. Talk to everybody. Meal, hello.
Of all things we trade here, in Mordsuk, nothing is more important than water. Good for drinking, good for footbaths. Footbaths first, drink later.
Okay, sure. Most people would be like other way around, but alright. We'll keep that in mind when drinking water here. More culinarian. Up. Vendor. Okay. Material supplier. Ron. Very fond of alliteration.
Do you like your food warm and wriggly? Then you have come to the right place.
Warm and wriggly. Okay. Alright, here's Casal over here. Oh, hold on. Boon. Very fond of alliteration.
Keep away from my private worm stash. Get back, I say. It's mine.
Okay, dude. Not looking to needle in on your private worm stash. Alright, Casard. Go on, introduce yourself to Master Gengen. Hello, my name is Kelwyn. I like the windmills. Like the sound on the way here, very nice. So this is a Mord. That's a kobold. What beady eyes. Yeah, normally their faces are covered in our area. I wonder if there was big goblins in this area, if their faces would also be covered. But no, we'll say, so this is a Mord. You know, we're getting it on the local speak. We're not going to say, that's a kobold. That's rude. If they say they're Mord, they're Mord. And we're not gonna be like, oh, those beady eyes. Sorry, I've never seen more before. Hello.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mords.
Wow, this guy's voice. Very good, very good. Friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsuk.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Amh Araeng.
Cool.
You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Amh Araeng by choice, but Mord Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Oh. So they're also still diggers.
Aye, that they do. For Mords do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here. Come from far away. Come with much money.
I appreciate the voice.
Souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
No such thing as a thing no one needs. Oh, fair enough.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then,
Wasn't that similar story
if
at
you
the
intend to
Crystarium,
spend
right?
any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals.
Okay, but we're looking for our friend in particular. But I also don't want to build trust here, but you know, also our friend?
And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The
Am I gonna get
cracking of
hazed
the
right now?
coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
Okay, yeah, no, I can buy something from a market, sure.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense.
But he said we have the gil is more or less equal, that I could use my gil, but he sent his own thing to cover the expense?
A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold piece. First you sell in years. Is this shit rare? Oh my
Gold? Real Verbert gold?
Oh shit, everybody in the fucking markets. Goddamn fucking Exarch just like, I'm gonna make sure that the champion is so well fucking taken care of. I don't know what they'll have to buy, but this shall certainly cover anything that they would possibly want to buy. Thanks, Exarch, I guess. Oh my god, the fucking rush.
Newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
We're being mobbed.
Oh no, you want my good newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here! Come and look!
You buy, you buy?
Over here. Listen, guys, I'm like, okay, I'll buy something,
Enough of
but...
that. Calm, I say. This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots.
Yeah, I'm just passing through. We are turning... No pots! The guy who's selling pots just immediately deflates.
Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
Oh, also Ron, one of the ones who didn't rush over. He's like, shit. Shit, she's not buying our stuff. Disperse. Ronron's shop is best for eating. Crack your coin purse and gorge on the delicious delicacies. Gassard? A full Voibertite honor seems a bit rich for buying a dented pan or a bowl of worms. Did the Exarch lose to you at cards or something? Dude, I don't know, man. Well, the eggs are very gracious. Ron?
Welcome to Ronron's, traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your times, stare and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes?
Browse Ronron's wares. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the food stuff inspected with the left click. Alright, so we got... Nope, didn't do the frogs. Okay, we got meat.
Oh, that's my ever-budding bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up in the chilly desert nights.
It's like pita bread.
I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat.
Bittersweet cactus fruit. I don't know. The sweet part is nice. I don't know about the bitter part. Worms. Maggots. Okay.
Everyone's favorite, plump white worms slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want for any other treat.
What are the jars? Okay, not the jars. Skewers. Okay, here we go. We got not the what's on the skewers. The skewers themselves.
Oh, you're like those chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with stick, then roast over a fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking.
Well, these mostly seem underappealing, except for maybe the pita bread or the meat. They said the smell was kind of bad on the meat, though.
They are like tasty, yes? Which to choose, which to choose?
Mush loaf, ever-burning bounty, chewy skewer, or glazed wriggler. Bread filled with cactus juice. I don't like the sound of that mush loaf. We'll try the meat. Could be worse.
Yes, put some spice in your step. You won't feel the cold this night, and probably not the next one either. You have the gold? The gold? And done. One verbatite honor buys you 10 sides of lizard meat.
Alright, all the lizard meat we could ever fucking want. My face. Are we eating it? Oh, God save us. We have made a choice decision. I'm dying. Every last mouthful, or I think I'll share the rest. I'll share the rest. Let's not go too hard. My character's dying here. We're not this committed. We're not just like, all right, let's go. No. Let's spread this joy around.
Our visitor invites us to feast. Let us give thanks to her for her great generosity and small appetite.
Yeah, guys, don't worry. Food on the house. Round on me.
Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will be pleased that you honored ours.
Oh, it's all right. I'm okay. Stood up too fast there. Almost threw up. It's all right. We're good.
Keeping the merchandise down, yes? No returns.
Keeping the merchandise down. We're okay. Ron.
I am honored to have been chosen. Go to Gengen. Let him know that your coin purse has been most decidedly cracked.
I couldn't listen. This guy's got like crystals and shit like that, and there was like a vendor out there that probably sells armor. I couldn't have literally gotten anything else besides food. Try our hand at foreign wares. All right.